Today, in honor of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, I'm going to be reading two poems by probably the greatest American black poet, Langston Hughes, who was born in 1902 and died in 1967, 1 year before Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. He was lucky not to have lived longer to have suffered through that. These two poems contrast the black attitude toward life, one from an older person and one from a young college student. The first one is called Mother to Son, in which there is a mother talking and encouraging to her son about her life, which she compares to a wooden, splintered, bare staircase instead of a crystal staircase. We all know the qualities of crystal: gleaming, smooth, and beautiful. But her life was not like that. Nevertheless, she feels that no one should give up. And this is the poem, Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor. Bare. But all the time, I has been a climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark when there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now. For I still going, honey. I still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair. And that is the mother's words of encouragement to her son, who she feels is giving up too soon, and because life has been too easy for him. The second poem is much different from the first. It presents the attitude of a college student attending Columbia, and it's an essay written in answer to the college professor's assignment. And some of it is a little bitter, and some of it is an attempt to merge black and white. At any rate, it's called Theme for English B. The instructor said, "Go home and write a page tonight, and let that page come out of you, then it will be true." I wonder if it's that simple. I'm 22, colored, born in Winston-Salem. I went to school there, then Durham, then here, to this college on the hill above Harlem. I'm the only colored student in my class. The steps from the hall lead down into Harlem through a park, and then I cross St. Nicholas Avenues, 8th, 7th, and I come to the Y, the Harlem branch Y, where I take the elevator up to my room, sit down, and write this essay. It's not easy to know what is true for you or me at 22, my age. But I guess I'm what I feel and see and hear. Harlem, I hear you. Hear you. Hear me. We two, you, me, talk on this page. I hear New York too. Me? Who? Well, I like to eat, sleep, drink, and be in love. I like to work, read, learn, and understand life. I like a pipe for a Christmas present, or records, Bessie, Bop, or Bach. I guess being colored doesn't make me not like the same things other folks like who are other races. So will my page be colored that I write? Being me, it will not be white, but it will be a part of you. Instructor, you are white, yet a part of me as I am a part of you. That's American. Sometimes perhaps you don't want to be a part of me, nor do I often want to be a part of you. But we are. That's true. As I learn from you, I guess you learn from me. Although you're older and white and somewhat more free. This is my page for English B. I imagine he got an A for this essay because as an English professor myself, that's what I would have given him. There are parts that need explaining to some people. He says that he would like a pipe for a present because he smoked tobacco, or records. Bessie, he mentions, Bessie Smith, and I should make a little historical note that Bessie Smith was the best jazz singer in the 20s and 30s. However, she became very ill, I think, with appendicitis, and the ambulance drove her from hospital to hospital down south. Not one hospital would take her in because she was black, so she died outside one of the hospitals. A great loss to music lovers. And he mentions her. But he does point out that both the professor and he like similar things, like eating and sleeping and drinking and being in love. But sometimes he doesn't feel that he's part of the white nation, and the white people, like the professor, don't actually feel comfortable with him. And he is presenting that truth because the instructor gave us an assignment to write down a page that comes out of you, and then it will be true. And Langston Hughes always wrote the truth, whether it was pleasant or not. And this is my tribute to Martin Luther King Jr., who deserves much more than this.